Welcome to HomeKit 5. I'm Josh.
I'm Brayden.
This week we have one story.
Yeah.
And it's about Aqara. So let's just dive straight into it.
All right.
Actually, we probably will have a little discussion at the end and just talk about some of the iOS 14 stuff that is out.
Yeah.
tvOS 14, whatever. Yeah, so we don't know if this was an accident or on purpose, but an update came out for the Aqara app, and when you were kind of poking around in it, if you were in HomeKit mode, apparently that's how all these devices showed up, but there are like a ton of new devices in here, and there's like some of it doesn't even have a description, like we don't know what it's gonna do, but I mean, there's stuff in here like a smart bed or a smart sleeping monitor. Like that stuff's maybe obvious. But then there's a smart toilet.
Yeah.
What else did you see in here, Brayden?
I think I saw some smart smoke detectors.
Yeah.
Natural gas detectors.
Yeah. They have a VOC air quality monitor. I think that's kind of interesting. They do have something, the high precision motion sensor. I'm kind of curious to see what that thing ends up being.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like I would put the natural gas detector down by my furnace and water heater.
Mm-hmm.
Like that seems like a thing you want to know.
Yeah.
There is a smart USB wall outlet. It looks like this is made with a plug. It's not the US plug, but it does act as a hub. And then they have another thing called a TV box, which will apparently act as a hub. And then they have the new hubs listed as well, the M1S and the M2. But then they have one titled M1S CT. So we don't even know what that thing is.
Yeah.
And they have like knobs and I mean, this is a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
This is like, there's another thing called an AI Edge box, curtain controllers, which is kind of cool. Kind of curious to see what that ends up looking like. Roller shade controllers, according to look at this. I think I said the smart knob.
The smart toilet has a temperature sensor as well, which...
How do you know that? Did you?
Yeah,
was it in the article?
It's right there.
Oh, okay. In that third picture, yeah. Well, we'll post a link in the show notes for sure, so you can see this article from HomeKit News. They got screenshots of everything in here, so kind of cool.
Yeah.
I am interested in the air quality monitor, like what that price ends up being, because it's got an e-ink display. It looks a lot like the Eve Room sensor, so kind of curious what that pricing comes out to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the one story we had, and then I thought we'd just talk a little bit about the iOS tvOS 14 upgrade that came out and some of the features that are in there. I think the big one is the facial recognition. So we did try that out just before the show, and you have to, I think the thing that you need to do is, one, when I open the Eufy app, it asks for access to my camera roll or photos. I think it was, photos. And then once that was done, I don't know, I tried it and it wasn't working right. So then I went into the Photos app and went to like the Faces section and played around a little bit with that, like just getting some more photos in. And I went ahead and named everyone and then went out there. And I think the naming might be the key piece here, because as soon as I named it, HomeKit popped up with an alert. It is delayed. So like when I was standing out in the driveway, I got the Eufy notification that it had detected motion from a person, but then like I was back in the house and had walked like down the steps and back into this office, and that's when I got the notification from HomeKit. So it was almost like a minute delayed.
Yeah.
And then it gave you a notification like, we think we spotted Josh Owens on the garage camera. So it's kind of simultaneously like creepy and cool all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What else was there?
There was tvOS 14 introduced the HomeKit secure video feeds through that little sidebar section.
Yeah.
And the pip.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I haven't had a chance to like activate the pip yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what conditions would trigger that. I definitely think doorbell might, but obviously like I think we still don't have a doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a doorbell, so we can't test it. But I think the Yobi's out there. However you say that one, maybe that one will work. It's interesting because like when you go into the slide out panel in tvOS, you have to like go down from the first slide in panel and select the home, and then it takes you to one that shows you like the HomeKit secure video, and then it shows you the scenes kind of underneath it, which is nice. But I do maybe like the iOS integration better with Control Center because it actually shows you like things that you probably frequently control when you swipe down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might have been a little bit nicer in tvOS. It's just showing you scenes in tvOS. So cool, but at the same time, like when we added this Colo link, it like pushed in a ton of scenes into HomeKit for colors, which was a little annoying because now when you go into tvOS, there's a ton of stuff in there. Also suggestions, I haven't really trying to see where's the home app. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I haven't looked at it on the iPad yet. So you get all the rooms are on the left in the iPad. One thing I did like that they've added in the home app now in iOS is that you're getting, I don't know if you've seen this, when you have sensors, you can actually click on them.
Oh.
And it'll show you that there's sensors in the room and whether they're triggered or not. So like we have this Ecobee sensor and it shows it's triggered right now. So I don't know, that's kind of cool. That wasn't something you have to definitely like click kind of deep to see that before. But it shows you like we have 2 doors unlocked and 8 lights turned on and 2 switches turned on, and we don't have it's a very nice info screen at the top now, which is kind of cool. But here you can see all these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of scenes here at the top. A little annoying.
I think what I would have liked to have seen is a home app widget. So like you could get like some favorite devices and...
That's not a thing, huh?
No, it isn't.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice. I definitely agree with that. Seems like we didn't get the widgets.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, just the automation suggestions. Like you can definitely see it. So when you go in and edit, like this one, it's like a light. You can see, so when master bedroom detects motion, turn on master bedroom overhead light. Mm-hmm. And so that's like, I think we have one that's like that. Yeah, I don't know. Or like when the first person arrives home, set master bedroom overhead to 70%. So they are offering automation suggestions, which is kind of cool. Based on the sensors you have and based on like the other kind of conditions you might trigger. I think that's kind of nice. And I am looking forward to it because I think those suggestions will pop like as you're adding the devices. So as we're going to move to a new house and I'm leaving behind some of the smart home stuff here in this house and we'll be getting new stuff there. So as I add that over there, I'll definitely make sure to like go add the sensors first. And then as I add devices, hopefully we'll get some smart automation suggestions and be like, oh wow, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that feature.
It definitely is when you add them, because I have an Airport Express that I just updated, and it has AirPlay 2 support. When I added that, it gave me a when last person leaves the house, stop media playing.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah. But are you alone in your family
I'm
there?
the only one.
Oh, okay.
Home app.
Yeah, okay. Well, that kind of makes sense, though, because it'll stop playing when you leave.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or turn on your security alarms and lock your house up.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Well, that's all we had this week. I just want to say thank you for watching. As always, we will not be back next week. As always, hit that like button or the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified when we post these things on Sunday. I've been trying to post them Monday afternoon is what I've done the last 2 weeks. That seems to work well. And then so we definitely won't be here next week. We're going out of town, so you and I won't see each other, but we'll be back the week after that. And then I think there'll be some wonkiness when we close on the new house. We'll be moving in, and there's a ton of renovation work, so we're gonna try to figure out some studio space. Maybe we'll just pull cars out of the garage and set this up in the garage for a couple of weeks while we get the downstairs office fixed. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week, or in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.